I'm looking at the graph of the derivative f prime. So that's really crucial to recognize because that's going to change our interpretation of what's happening here pretty significantly. They're asking, where do the points of inflection of f occur? Now remember, an inflection point is where f of x changes concavity. There are a couple of ways that I can recognize that, but one thing that could mean, or one way to see that, f of x changes concavity is the same thing as saying f prime of x goes from increasing to decreasing, or vice versa. So here I have a zoomed in version of this graph of f prime, and I can see that right here at x equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I see the graph of f prime of x change from increasing to decreasing. F prime of x goes from increasing to decreasing at x equals 5. That tells me f of x has an inflection point at x equals 5. So that's part of it. The other piece, is there anywhere I see f prime go from decreasing to increasing? Well, right here at x equals 16, it looks like. F prime from decreasing to increasing, so f has an inflection point. So that would be my answer to these. Points of inflection occur at 5 and at 16. On what intervals is f concave down? So this again is about translating the various relationships between f, f prime, and f double prime. F of x is concave down. Well, one way I can see that is if f prime of x is decreasing. And that's equivalent to saying f double prime of x is negative. For this particular problem, this way of saying it is the most helpful because that's what you're actually looking at. You're actually looking at the graph of f prime. So it looks to me like from x equals negative 5 to x equals negative 6, I see f prime of x decreasing. And so that's my answer. Now, one thing to be careful about is you need to put this in with round brackets because we don't want to say that f is actually concave down at x equals 5. So we don't use square brackets. We use round brackets here. And that's it. That's how you do this problem. Good luck. Hope this is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions.